You know we had to do a podcast, right?
What's your name, fat body?
Of course, you were looking food. What the hell?
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
I'm gonna eat it.
You owe me for one jelly donut!
Fat motherfucker.
Listening to it. My wife said no one's gonna listen to us.
I've got bigger titties than you did!
Bullshit, because nobody fucking had geese back at that point for a bigger guy.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I might be somebody's shot of whiskey.
You can't think about, hey, I need to lose 100 pounds, and think about winning that day.
Fucking, I want a cheeseburger and a milkshake. Yo, what's up, fat leads? How have y'all been? Man, can life get away from somebody, right? Like, at one point, at one minute you think you got a handle on things, and the next thing you know, it's been 8 months since your last podcast episode. Wow, it's been wild, man. It's definitely been interesting. I think a little more than 8 months. Yeah, about 8 months. But, you know, who's counting? What matters is that I'm back, and I'm back with some interesting, some good news. I'm trying to get below super heavy, right? Because I just competed at Pans here in Orlando, March of 2025. It's it was spring break week for the kids. Just so happened to fall on that week, and I was like, you know what? Let's go compete. Definitely did not go the way I wanted it. Lost in the qualifying round. 15 points. Technically got teched. Yeah, learning the wrestling rules this year. And I got teched. But the win right there is beginning of the year. I was about 240 pounds. So I really wanted to drop to heavy. Wasn't able to make heavy the week before. I think I ended up changing my registration to super heavy. And I definitely am too short for that division. So just got to keep on working on it, which I am. I was 211 this morning, so that's a win. And then just keep working hard. Doing this April Fool's challenge for the Concept 2 for the rower. And it's basically you start April 1st with 1,000-meter row, and you add 1,000 meters every day. Obviously, being the 3rd, it's not bad. Tomorrow, the 4th, it's not going to be terrible. The 5th, it's not going to be terrible either. After April 5th, in the 10 days from the 5th through the 15th, is where the majority of the 120,000 meters is going to be rowed. And that's it's going to suck for a couple of days. It's also going to be fun. But so I got to do stuff like that to keep me whether I was doing my burpees, and I still stopped doing burpees, man. My shoulders are killing me, my wrist, just that constant motion of it was taxing on the body. But for this week's episode, I actually caught up with my man David Ramirez. And David, he the last time he was on the podcast was, I think I said, was 2018. So man, 7 years ago, which is crazy to think that I've had this thing for about 7 years. And realistically, the only thing that kind of makes me want to keep going is the fact that every month I get billed by Simplecast, and I'm like, dang, another month and I haven't done another episode. So that's really what kind of like, you know, I'm paying for this. Let me put these out there, right? So I caught up with him. He started a podcast. He's in the background, always telling me that, hey, when's your next episode coming out? When's your next episode coming out? So David, this one's for you. Thank you for being a guest on this comeback. And guys, I'll catch you next week. And we're going to start. So, man, on today's podcast, welcome back to the Fat Boy Podcast. And I have to, my man David here. David, welcome to the podcast. I had to bring you on, and you're kind of getting me to start. You've been my catalyst to want to continue to do my podcast, right? And you just started your own. So I figured what better way to, kind of get me to get started again than to get you on.
Well, I appreciate that, but yeah, I have been like trying to get you to get going again. I mean, I'm already I'm on like episode 4 or 5 at this point.
Well, that's amazing. Keep on going. Consistency. I mean, just like consistency is key, right? And yes. I know life gets busy, and it's easy to jump and try to and procrastinate.
It is. I mean, honestly, sometimes I'll just do a solo episode and be like, fuck it, I'm just going to talk for like 15, 20 minutes, and whatever's on my mind at that moment, that's what we're putting on. And a lot of times I don't even have time to like really listen to confirm. Like if I just went on to like a weird ass tangent about something, I'm just like, fuck it. I just put the intro, put the outro, send it to Spotify. I'm like fucking done. Cause I'm like, if I don't do it, I'm going to like be like, oh fuck, I can just do it next week. Oh, next week. Next week's fucking never going to come, motherfucker.
Well, it does come, and it passes, right? And you don't do it. Exactly. Like, so, I started again last year with a couple episodes, and then I started picking up. I picked up a different skill. I started to learn something, and it's actually kind of funny. I picked up sewing, and bro, I was sewing. I had a couple of old gis. And that it was actually, was it you that showed me the gi? No, it was Leo. Leo showed me this company called Gi Bags or Gi BJJ Bags or whatever. And they would take your old gi top and your pants or whatever, and they make it a duffel bag. Well, I started trying that, and actually took an old A4 FB that I had that wasn't going to sell and whatnot, and I made it a pretty awesome duffel bag.
I've seen that actually. I've seen that company. Yeah, they'll take your old gi top and they turn it into a duffel bag. I've seen that actually. That is actually really cool. It
is a pretty cool idea, right? Like, upcycling some stuff. But I did it at the expense of kind of at this too, like I was like, and it was, and that's the thing. Like I try to record and and it's like, well, I don't want to do this because I sound ridiculous, so I think I'm gonna, and it's just like I got to get over that fear and just send it.
You do, because at the end of the day, it ain't gonna matter that like, oh, I sounded so stupid in that episode. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody fucking cares, because the people who really listen, are the people who actually care, and they're kind of like, I've come to realize that those people are used to me saying ridiculous shit. So, like, if I say something ridiculous to them, it's like, this motherfucker's spitting. That's just an everyday conversation.
You right. But I also have kids, and and I don't mind embarrassing them, but then I got a record of it.
Yeah. But now you also have something for them to listen to as they get older. They now have a recorded record for all time of you.
That is true.
See, that's how I look at it. Like, someday, hopefully, my grandkids will listen and be like, damn, Grandpa was stupid.
Damn, abuelo.
Okay.
Abuelo was a tard with that.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That's how I think about it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to probably I may sound like a giant ass, But you know what though? It's better than sitting there living with that like, damn, I should have or I could have. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna be the next Joe Rogan. I'm not gonna be making like, I'm probably never gonna make money off it. But I'm having fun doing
Yeah,
it.
it's not about
So,
the money. You're right. It's not. It's about and realistically, what I've always wanted to do for me, it's not even about that. It's trying to get people to realize that you can be close to 400 pounds or at 400 pounds, and you put in the work, and you can change your life. Whether it and whether it be like me through jiu-jitsu or whether you choose whatever it is, whatever avenue that be, that you can legit change your freaking life.
you can, but the only way you make any kind of change is you have to you have to take the first step to it. You have to be willing to make the change. And the problem I have when it comes, especially weight loss change, because we're both like on a weight loss. I'm back on my weight loss journey actually. I let myself get carried away and like I just fucking ballooned back up again. And
What by balloon? What do you mean? And so that's what. So a couple things, and you don't have to share if you don't want. But what has been your lowest? What was your average? And like what? So what were you creeping up on? And my lowest 195 when I came back from a couple years ago when we came back from Nicaragua. Dude, it was funny because I was eating like crazy over there. I was drinking cacao. I was eating like Nutella all day, every day. But it was just, bro, we were doing so much walking and stuff, and I just came back 195. That was the lowest I've ever been, and then started ballooning back up. And funny enough, almost every Christmas, the last couple Christmases that I remember, I always start to balloon to get up to like 235, 240ish, right? And I get real full, and that's what I had actually got back up to, in right around Christmas, and I'm just trying to lose that back. I just competed again, and still a higher weight class than I needed to be, but I really wanted to get to heavy, but 208 was a little too hard to get to, so ended up weighing in at I was super heavy, but weighing in at I was 216, I think. Yeah, 216. So
See, I can't do super heavy. I've done super heavy.
It's the dudes are big.
Super heavy.
Bro, I'm like almost 5'6". I'm 5'6". I barely hit 5'7". Yeah, I know all these
See,
dudes.
you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, dude, they're
I
giants.
go out there and they're like fucking taller than me, and I'm like, motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
So, heaviest actually recorded weight, and I will tell you the exact date because I have it on my wall. And let's see, the heaviest I've ever. So, heaviest recorded weight was 265, July 9th of 2022. My lowest weight ever was 160.
Nice.
And that's when I was preparing for that 50 mile.
That 50 mile.
Well, twice actually I've hit 160 pounds. But then I get this thing of like, oh, okay, I'm cool now. I get too comfortable. And so I let myself backslide too much. So I'm going on 3 weeks now, I want to say. So I'm on like day 16. So like 16 days ago, my cousin and I were talking, and actually it should be more, but I fucked up. So me and him were talking, and I told him like, man, I gotta do something because my weight is getting out of control. We've been like checking in with each other and weighing in and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was starting to drop a little bit, and then all of a sudden I fuck up a little bit, and I went back. I ballooned back up to 260. Again, I am 5'6" on a good day, bro. Hold up. I can't walk around at 260. Then don't look good. Don't feel good either.
Yeah.
So
I feel that you get that little blow, and you feel like I know your shirt's feeling a little tight, and you got to stretch them to put them on. That type of shit. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I started talking to him. I'm like, what? I'm thinking about doing 75 hard again. So I got to do something. I have to get my mind right. I have to get my shit together. He's like, fuck yeah. He's like, let's do it, because he's also trying to lose weight. Well, so we both started the same week, same day and everything. But my stupid ass thought, you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm smarter than, the average bear. I was like, I'm just gonna count my calories. It'll be fine. It's gonna be all good. Tell me why within 4 days I fucked up. Fucking blew it. 4 fucking days in. I couldn't even make it 4 fucking days in to try to keep count my calories because I would always end up. I just went over and then I was like, oh no, I think I would try to guesstimate and like be like, I think this is right. So I fucking told him I told him I fucked up. I gotta restart again. I'm like, you know what though? Told him the truth. Like, I can't count my fucking calories. I suck at counting calories. I hate counting calories. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm like, I have to go just, avoid sugars and grains. If I do that, it's easy for me to manage. I don't lose myself in the minutia of being low carb where like some fuckers will be like, oh, I'm doing keto right now, bro. So that means I can have a pound of bacon. No, I have enough fucking sense to know, no, I can't really have a pound of bacon. I'd like to, but I ain't going to do that. So I realized him. I told him, like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to restart on Saturday. Me and the wife went out that night, on Friday night, went to a fucking crab house. I like a fat fuck, because I told her, I'm like, I'm starting tomorrow. So I really want to enjoy this, this meal, because for 75 days, I'm eating like this. And even after the 75 days, I'm not going to eat like this all the time. It's a rare occasion, can be a rare occasion. I realize that I have to, this is low carb, keto, no sugar, no grains, what the fuck you want to call it. That's my lifestyle. So, come Saturday morning, I started back up again. I was 260. I was like, fuck. Well, as of last Saturday, I was 251.
Nice.
So I've been consistently losing. I don't track shit. I'm just very mindful of what I'm eating, and I know, like, well, is it a sugar? Is it a grain? No? Then cool. We can have it. Which is basically means just all I eat is fucking meat and vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
And have spinach like every day. I'm like fucking Popeye over here.
And you liking that? It's better for you than having to count calories?
It is. It's way better for me. Because I could do, the bullshit chicken and rice diet. But that's been proven to be so, like, lackluster. I feel like every fat guy has done that diet, though.
Yeah.
We've all done the chicken and rice. Just having my chicken and rice today.
Well, that's all the whole, because I think it's, the whole bodybuilding fact, because that's always a go-to for them, and a lot of bodybuilders like do well with it, right? So it all depends on the fuel your body burns, and one size doesn't fit for everybody. We've kind of learned that over the years.
We have. And then you hear too, though, you always hear this, like, you hear from like Hollywood actors too. They all have the same like nutritionist apparently, because they're all eating the same shit. Oh, I eat just lots of chicken and chicken, rice, and broccoli. It's like all I'm eating. It's all I'm eating. And so they do the movie and they look jacked, but then all of a sudden you see them afterwards. They either become a fat fuck or they look super skinny. So clearly, that's not sustainable. You can't maintain that shit. You have to live, you have to be realistic.
Well, and a lot, and let's not be, gear's a thing. A lot of, you talk about, we're talking about, just eating and stuff like that, but a lot of results are, gear helps, and not a lot of, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, 100%. The Rock is on all the Mexican supplements. I don't care what anybody says.
I just came across this new Instagram page, and it's this dude. Apparently, he's 22 years old. He looks like 30. He's 22 years old, but he does a bunch of reviews of gear challenges and what people have used. And oh my God, let me tell you, I'm natty, right? But that makes me want to like call in the big guns and get some supplements shipped in from Mexico like overnight. Because, bro, that and Ozempic, oh my God, what people are using, like they're getting results. I mean, it's almost worth going blind for, to be honest.
But is it though?
I don't know. Hey, look, I'm wearing glasses already. I without my Coke sized bottle glasses, I can't see anyway. So hey,
Bro, I got contacts in right now. Nobody ever sees me in my glasses.
exactly. So there's LASIK. Okay, it's worth it, dog.
So, but
Come on
here's
for the
thing,
six
though.
pack. For the six pack, man.
For the six pack, you may get. But here's the thing, though. So that's what a lot of people say. Oh, I could do Ozempic, or I could do these diet pills, or I could do this or that. My thing is this, though. You cheated your way to lose weight because you don't have enough discipline to actually do it. Because you don't want to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I'm a fat fuck. David Goggins says, he's like, I shave my head every day. And you know, because you shave your head too, so do I. And you have to look at yourself in that mirror. If you can look yourself in the mirror every day as you're shaving your head and you're losing weight, but you're doing it with like Ozempic or diet pills or some other bullshit, and you can still look at yourself in the mirror, I don't know what to say. Because I couldn't. Because then I would know that, you know what? I didn't do this shit the right way. I risked my own health for vanity's sake instead of doing the actual work.
And no lie, I kind of agree. However, and I say however, and I'm gonna say this, and it could be, it legit could still be the 400-pound fat Juan that was inside of me and saying, you know what, man, there are some people who are just completely fucking hopeless. And you know what, you're right. When I was 400 pounds, or when I was at my heaviest, to think, yo, I have to lose 100 pounds or I'm going to die. You know, it's definitely, it's a mind fuck, right? Like it, you know, and you're right. So now counter that with the only reason that I have yet to balloon back up to 300 pounds probably is because I had to do it the fucking hard way. And every time I start ballooning back up, I'm like, shit, you know, I got to do this. I got to handle this right now before it gets out of control.
Yeah. So that's the problem. And that's been my issue. It's like I let myself get back up and I'm like,
Wait, get too comfortable.
I'm like, you do. And it's so easy to get comfortable and so easy to be like, you know, tomorrow.
Well,
Tomorrow never comes.
That's where that discipline comes, right? Because, you know.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's another thing. You could be disciplined for a long time and you're like, I'm going to chill for a little bit. And then, you know.
Exactly. Like we have a family trip planned to go to Seattle in July. I'm like, I refuse to go to Seattle at this fucking weight right now. I want to get on that damn airplane and I want to be comfortable in my seat. I want to walk around. I'm going to go visit Bruce Lee's grave. I'm going to see a bunch of other cool stuff. Yeah. Am I going to eat? Fuck yeah. But what am I going to do when I come back home? I'm right back on deck. That's it.
Low key, sitting in an airplane seat, like comfortably, is so overrated. I mean, there's so many times in my mind that anytime I get out, I think about the times that I had to ask for a belt extender, you know, and then when you realize, you know, the belt extender is really just the belt they use to do the freaking demo before, hey guys, you know, make sure you put on your seatbelt. But yeah, that's so the first time you don't have to use it, and then damn, I don't have to use that anymore. And oh man, look at this. Yeah, that's fun when you sit next to somebody and, you know, you're not necessarily pouring over them. You know,
exactly. You had your like side rolls just spilling on them. Excuse me, miss. Just let me get a little jelly on you right quick.
Yeah, you want some jelly for this roll that's about to hit you?
Exactly. I don't want that. And I don't want to get like, I don't want to be like walking around and then like having to stop, you know. I'm just tired right now. It's fine. It's like you're breathing heavy and you sound like you're fucking gonna have a heart attack. It's like, damn, bro, are you huffing on paint right now? What the fuck is with your breathing? That sucks. And you know what else it sucks to be the big guy at? and I do not understand how big dudes do it. Don't get me wrong, I'm big, but I've seen some big ass motherfuckers. Jiu-jitsu sucks when you're fat. Give a shit what anybody says.
You know it does, especially because you're in a gi and it's hot, and but it can be better. It does get better. Let me tell you.
It does. Yeah, because I've been on the lighter end where I was like 199, and I was training jiu-jitsu. Oh my god, I felt so good. And then trying to be like 260, and you're like dying during the fucking warm up because you're just like, fuck. And then you're
dying mid rolls too. Like yeah,
yeah. And then that's why you want to go for side control right away. Because like, okay, cool. I could just like hug them here for a minute and catch my breath. You're not even like working for anything. You're just like so tired that you're just like, I just need to catch my breath right here. Or you want to be in their guard just so you could hold them and be like, okay, I gotta catch breath. I gotta catch my breath. You know, it sucks. And being a fat guy in no-gi is not fun either. Fucking man titty hanging out and shit.
No, but you know what? That titty could be used to get that person the mother's milk, because that's one
That is true. That is true. But still, though, you're wearing a tight ass T-shirt. Basically, it's like skin tight.
And actually, you really should be wearing retro grappler gear. Really, that's the only gear that really matters. Come in. Realistically,
that is true. I mean, well, realistically, my Chief Wiggum rash guard that I got from Retro Grapple Shop is actually like the only rash guard I actually wear at this point.
Donut kill my vibe. I love that rash guard.
Yes.
I got a couple cops that train at the gym and they love it. All of them love it.
If people ask me, like, are you in law enforcement? I'm like, no, but I'm like, I have friends who are in law enforcement. I have family who are in law enforcement. So, and I'm a huge fan of The Simpsons. Mm-hmm. So it's like,
why not? Right? Yep.
I mean, I have a few Retro Grapple Shop rash guards, though. I'm gonna lie. I have that one because that is honestly.
Yo, he just released the Luigi one.
See, I gotta get that Luigi one too. I was looking at that. I'm like, mother. Let's see, and I gotta get that one. I got the Good Vibes Only.
I got the Good Vibes Only too. I got one that I rarely, as the kids instructor, I can't wear as much, and it's fuck your bad vibes, or what is it? Fuck your bad, yeah.
Yes!
And I can't.
I want to get that,
but I can't wear it as much because it's like I can't wear it around the kids, So it's only on days on like it's an open mat, or I go to another gym or something, because I can't be wearing it at the school.
That's the thing. That's why the only reason I haven't bought it yet, because I'm like, fuck, I really can't wear that. Because when I get there, the kids' class is just ending.
Yeah, and exactly. You don't want to be
that guy.
Yeah.
That guy. You're like, nice rash guard, bro, in front of my fucking kid, too, you dickhead. Yeah, so, but yeah, no, honestly, I love the rash guards, and I love the fact that they're super long, so I can just tuck them in, and I don't have to worry about the plumber's crack ever. And I have my Mexican flag one, too.
Oh, that one was good one. Yeah, La Raza one was good. It was a nice one that he released.
Yeah, so I got that one. So I wear that one from time to time too. But my Chief Wiggum one's that's like my favorite because it's so damn comfortable. It's long. It stays tucked in. But yeah, it sucks being the fat guy. You know. Yeah. And like my thing right now too is like I have like 20 plus tattoos, and it's like fuck, I'm the fat tattooed guy right now. Like fucking Jelly Roll and all these fucking guys. Like covered in tans and shit, but then big ass stomach hanging out. Like Action Bronson and shit. Like, you don't look cool. It just does not look good. Take off your shirt and your like stomach's hanging out. Like my tats, baby. Like, no, not really. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Nobody wants to, but then it's funny. Like you want to when it's yourself and you're seeing your progress. I know that like, oh, I enjoy it. When I start seeing, I'm like, oh man, I'm losing some weight. This is coming down, and yes, let me tell you, the extra skin is kind of crazy. It looks crazy, but it beats having it filled.
Exactly. Yeah, it sucks. That's the one thing I've come to terms with. I'm like, I'm gonna have some loose skin because I've dropped like 100 pounds. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna end up having some loose skin. But then there are dudes out there who have it way worse than we do.
Oh, absolutely.
Way
Yeah.
worse when it comes to the loose skin.
And you know what's funny is I've done a quick like a mental switch, right? Because in the past I always wanted bariatric surgery, right? I always wanted a gastro-NY, and either that or the sleeve, right? And I was pushing towards that, but I would always be like, no, I wouldn't do skin surgery. And now I'm like the opposite way. It's like, man, don't do that shit. But I would 100% get skin surgery because I'm like, bro, like I'm there. Like there's, for the most part, there's nothing that, no more working out is going to get rid of that, right? Like that's just there, and the only way to do that would be surgical or get rid of it. But then it's like, man, you're done, right? Like, but then again, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to drop $50K. I got kids to put through college, so shit.
That's the thing. And you got to ask yourself too, though, are you doing it for like vanity's sake, or is it more like, oh shit, I really need to because I'm starting to develop rashes under my folds.
But that too. But then what I've noticed is the fact that it's there. It's easy to get filled back up with get them fat deposits filled back up. So if they're not there, they don't fill up as quickly. And that and other part is, I could probably drop another weight class. I could probably go to medium heavy.
That is the other thing too.
Medium,
and
like, because seriously, if the weight is adding weight for no apparent reason, right? And it's not like I need it. And if I can drop a weight class, man, is it worth $50K?
Well,
maybe,
so
I don't know.
I can add to that though. The thing is, when you have loose skin surgery and they remove that excess skin, you can talk to the doctor and ask them to donate your loose skin to burn victims, and they'll use your loose skin that they took off of you to graft onto somebody else. So it's not 100. So like I said before, it's kind of vanity sake, but at the same time though, it's like shit, somebody else can benefit from my excess skin. Yeah.
Yeah, you just. I just had a mental picture of someone wearing my skin. It was kind of weird. Yeah. But yeah, you know what? I could probably, with as much skin as I have, like 10 victims probably. Easy.
Yeah, I remember I saw this one with this dude who lost so much weight and they removed his excess skin. They said he had so much excess skin they removed, it was enough to cover an entire small child.
Wow.
Like a burn victim who's a small child, they could use his excess skin to graft it onto them. I'm like, damn.
That's wow.
That's a lot. I mean, but then you think about
science. That's amazing.
It is. But then you think about this though. Like, you let yourself go to that level, that now the excess skin you have can cover some kid who's a serious burn victim.
Well, here's the thing, right? Yeah, or I could have stayed the person that was filled with it.
That too. See, it's hard. It's hard because, like, on the one hand, you're super comfortable. It's like, oh yeah, and especially when you're married, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you're married, and it's like, well, fuck, you're right. My wife accepts me for the fat fuck that I am. What's the problem? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She doesn't seem to mind too much that I'm a fat bastard. But it's so you don't think about it, and you're super comfortable. But like, sometimes I wonder. I'm like, yeah, my wife loves me, but does she look at me ever so slightly different because of the weight? Like, is that on her mind? Like,
Man, that'd be
so hard.
I would probably venture to say no, right? Because especially when you're on the other side of like previous, right?
Yeah.
So, but you're right.
That's the
You
thing.
know,
She's seen me both. She's seen me at my
yeah,
heaviest. She's seen me at my lightest. So it's like, and she's seen me, obviously in between. So it becomes a thing of like, fuck. I got so comfortable. I had to think about like, well, your wife's still, you know what I mean?
hmm
Like there's a Simpsons episode where Homer gains an ass ton of weight.
yep. I remember the moo.
That's a fantastic episode.
Yes,
Yeah, he had his fucking boo-boo so he can work from home.
so you can
But
work from
Marge
home.
tells him, so she tells him she's finding him less attractive because of the fucking weight gain. I mean, you can't even wear fucking pants. Get you a judicial robe, Tibetan robe, bodysuit. Go. And yeah, he has the
Yep,
flowery moo and
the
shit on,
flowery
and his
moo
hat,
walking around and his hat. Yeah, I remember.
his fat guy hat.
And then, man, he had his the fat roll was hanging over the towel, and he finally hit
Yes,
the what was it? Was it 360 or was it 400? I forgot.
I think it was 400, something like
Yeah.
that. And yeah, his fat was on the towel rack.
Yep.
Fat towel rack, and he took it off the towel rack, and he went like 15 pounds over what he needed to be. I want to be and then also, but then you look at it too, like Bart is all like, I want to be a lardo. I'm
Yeah.
working calm. So, so there's the other side to it too, though.
Oh yeah, you got people watching you.
Yeah, your kids see you. Oh, like I remember vividly, my cousin. How old is he now? Fuck, the kid's like in his 30s. I want to say early 30s, late like 20s. I think he's about to hit 30. Back in my youth, when I was younger, I used to go to Portillo's, and they have those jumbo hot dogs, and I used to eat 2 of those bitches with fries. And I'd usually get a Sprite because Sprite is better than Coke because it's not a dark
Because
soda.
it's clear.
Because it's clear, it's better for you. It's not as bad. So that would be a meal for me. And I remember he's little, he's like maybe 9 or so, and he told his dad, he's like, Dad, I want to order a jumbo hot dog like cousin David does. So he only ate 1. He's like breathing heavy, and he had like the meat sweats. And it was just 1 damn hot dog. He's like, I don't know how does he eat this? And my uncle's like, shit, I didn't want to tell him you eat 2 of those bitches. But see, somebody else is watching you, and they want to mimic what you do. And then when you become a parent, it's like really in your face because your kids see, oh, Dad eats this way, I can eat this way too.
Yep. And it's they see what you do, and then but they also follow your example. They
Yeah. If you eat better and you're just walking and doing basic shit, losing weight, they see that and they're like, damn, I gotta lose weight. I want to lose weight too, or I want to, if Dad's sitting on the couch drinking beer all day, or just whatever.
Yep.
And it's like, well, I guess I could do that too, right? And that's what becomes that's part of where the problems comes, and then becomes like a cycle, because you don't think about it. You're like, oh, I earned.
And that's the cycle that we talk about, whether it be bad parenting or whatever. That's we need a break, and it's find it within ourselves. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the thing. It starts with you. You can't fix any. Like I've come to learn as I get older, you cannot truly save anyone. We all want to, though. Everybody wants to save somebody. You want to, the only thing you could do is you could be there for people. That's it. You could be there and you could listen, you could let them vent, and if they need advice, you give them advice. But at the end of the day, you can't save them. And then at the same time, though, nobody's going to save you.
You got to do it yourself.
You do, yeah. Nobody's going to, Juan's not going to come down and be like, all right, bro, let's go for this run, or I brought you this salad, let's eat this salad, bro. Yeah, he could tell you, bro, you should eat a fucking salad, you fat fuck. But But you have to eat the damn salad, though. You have to choose to not do those stupid things. You know, I mean, if you don't, then it's you. It's not anybody else's fault. You know? It's like grown-ass people who still trying to blame their parents for shit, you know? When I was a kid, my parents used to order pizza every Friday night. It was ridiculous. Like, the pizza joint knew my dad. Like, they had a caller ID. And the moment they saw my dad's number, our house
They
number
already
pop
knew.
up, they knew what he wanted already. Like, we got you. We have to be here in 30 minutes. Like, fuck. That is not good. That's terrible. But is it my parents' fault that I got that? No, I was a grown-ass man. I'm a grown man now. No, it's my own fucking fault.
Oh, okay,
So
yes. You're right.
We don't want to do
Edmund.
that. You know, we don't want to take personal responsibility.
No. Hey, David.
What?
So your podcast, what's it called?
Yes.
Where can we find it?
So my podcast is called David's Lower Level Lounge. Right now we're on Spotify. I do plan to get on Apple Podcasts. I just know that pretty much everybody has a Spotify.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, you know, you can sign up for free and you can access my podcast. And yeah, it's like it's essentially it's a conversation. In some cases it's my own thoughts on certain things. Juan will be on there very
Yes,
soon.
soon.
We are going to arrange that. You know, it's all it is conversation with me and somebody else, or it's just me spilling my thoughts on something. So I
Awesome.
release episodes every Sunday. So yeah, I mean, go check it out.
I like
Give it
that.
a
I'd like that
enjoy.
that Sunday bit, because then you can you know, it keeps you scheduled.
It does.
And that's I may choose a day. It may not be Sunday, but I may choose a day where I release all of them. You know, every
That's
week.
all right. I just do it on Sunday. I'm like, I figure Sunday's perfect because if you don't listen Sunday, you can listen Monday while you're at work. I have my boy Al does that actually. He always listens every Monday to my episode, to whatever episode I dropped.
Awesome.
Because he's like, I put my headphones on, I'm working, and I listen to your podcast. I'm like, shit, I only have 4 episodes, so I gotta keep pumping them out.
Yeah, and that's my thing too. Well, this is going to be episode 63, you know, and you were on, you know, many of the first ones. And like I said early on, the last time you were on was September of 2018, which was if you're following the calendar, that was like 7 years ago.
It was.
Which,
I was a white belt at the time, just too.
Yeah, you were about to compete at the Tap Out for Cancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I took a silver medal that day.
Awesome. Well, the next time we'll do another one, and we'll talk about you know, some more jiu-jitsu and your progression in that.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
All right, bro.
Have a great one.
Thanks, brother, for having me.
Thanks.
Thank you for listening to the Fat Boy Podcast. Have a nice day.